Hello everyone, I finally finished my cushion. I'm going to leave an end card and a link in the description box for this little pattern. Now, all we're going to look at today is how to infill the last row in order to get a straight edge so we can work a border. This idea will translate or transfer over to lots of different projects. All you need to do really is work out your stitch count you started with and then decrease evenly over the remainder of your last row. So today we're going to decrease 2 stitches in each little dip. We're going to insert single crochets just as we have done on previous rows, just to balance things out, and then alter stitch heights in order to make a nice straight edge. So let's begin. Begin with your work right side facing, and if you're working this pattern, end on row 5 of the row repeat. We're going to begin by working a decrease stitch. We're going to start off with a standing double crochet, so we're going to just yarn over, find our first stitch and work a double crochet as normal, but just work off 2 stitches or 2 loops. Then work a double crochet into the back loop of the next stitch, but just work off 2 loops again. Then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops to give you a decrease. Then work a half double crochet into the back loop of your next stitch and a single crochet into the back loop of each of the next 2 stitches. This will give you this little ridge which complements the other little ridges in the pattern. Next, single crochet into the chain space at the top of your shell, single crochet into the back loop of the next stitch and also into the back loop of your next stitch, half double crochet into the back loop of your next stitch, then double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches. Just work your double crochets as normal, but only work off 2 loops at a time. Then yarn over, pull through all the loops on your hook. Work a half double crochet in your next stitch, in the back loop of course, and a single crochet in the back loop of each of the next 2 stitches. Then single crochet in the chain space at the top of your shell and repeat. This is how it's looking. You can see your little decrease here. Okay, so we'll repeat this. Single crochet in the back loop of each of the next 2 stitches, half double crochet in the back loop of your next stitch, then double crochet 3 together over each of the next 3 stitches. Of course, going into those back loops. Then half double crochet into the back loop of your next stitch, single crochet into the back loop of each of your next 2 stitches, single crochet into the top of your shell in that chain space. And at the end, you'd repeat this all the way across in all the shells. We'd work to finish the row a single crochet in the back loop of the next 2 stitches a half double crochet in the back loop of your next stitch. Then we'll double crochet 2 together, the first double crochet in the back loop, and then your next or your last double crochet under both loops like so. And that's it. Yarn over, pull through, snip your yarn. I've already snipped my yarn. There we are. So that's it to infill these little shells. So that completes today's tutorial. We've learned how to work these infill stitches for our final row, and also how to get this lovely little ridged effect that mirrors the remainder of the pattern. Now, for those of you with a really keen eye, you may have noticed on this original cushion that I haven't gone into the back loop of the stitches. I've actually gone into what's known as the third loop, but I thought the actual working into the back loop made more sense. If you look here, this is a little effect, the ridge, and here there's not much in it, to be honest, but I do think it's also a little easier to work into the back loop of your stitch rather than that third loop which sits right at the back. For those of you who really don't know what I'm going on about, at the back of every stitch you have an extra little loop. For instance here, this is just the top of your stitch, your front and back loop, and just at the back there you have another little loop, and that's called, or referred to quite often as, the third loop. Right, having said all that, I'll just thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. I will be doing another tutorial for those of you who might be interested in the border that I put around this particular cushion. But today's video was all about how to work this little infill row. So I'll just finish there, and thank you all again for watching. In the meantime, take care.